Alright guys, so today I'm going to be cutting some hood vents on my 350Z. This will be a quick little walkthrough so you can follow along or just watch for the fun of it. Now this car had hood vents at one point, cut out hood vents, but someone actually offered to buy the hood off me, so I went back to the stock one. So we're going to recut them again. Now, first thing I did was cut the actual shape and design and length out of a cardboard box, a cereal box to be exact, so I can lay them out on the car and see how they're visually gonna look once they're cut out. Give you a rough idea. You can also move them around up and down wherever you want to place them. This makes it easier so you have an idea of how it's gonna be, how it's gonna end up. Then you can also, once you get to the other side, flip them around and they'll be the exact mirror image, so you have identical vents on both sides. From there, I measured the halfway point of the hood and laid a piece of tape across, or laid a piece of tape down. I then measured from this tape to where I want the vents to start and laid out some tape down here. Then I made sure basically that this tape line and this tape line are parallel to each other, and then also this one on the other side, obviously. From there, once this tape line is laid out, I just laid out the cutouts, made sure they were straight, laid some tape down, measured them, make sure they're equal from each other, lay some more tape down, and that's basically it for this side. This side's ready to go. Now we're gonna be working on the other side. So once I'm done with that, we'll be cutting them out, and I'll see you guys again then. Alright, so once you're done taping up, measuring up one side of the hood, you're gonna take your cutouts and flip them like a hinge, a door, whatever you want to call it, and go on to the other side. Now, so you can get the exact same height, I measured from the corner where the hood vent started down, basically down to the end of the hood. I did the same to the other side, from here to there, and that's how I somewhat, it's basically almost even between both sides now. I also measured from this end to the edge of the hood and did the same on this side, just to double check. Then once you got that one out, you laid it out, space them out, lay them all out, and now this thing's basically ready to cut right now. This is what I have right now. That metal tape line might be throwing it off. So right now I'm gonna cut them out. I'm gonna put you guys on some sort of stand or some shit, so you guys can see me cutting it out, I guess. Some kind of time lapse. But yeah, I guess it's time to cut them out now. Alright, so the vents are cut now. Both sides are done. So now for the long sections of these, I used a big cutting wheel just because it'd be a lot faster. For these little ends, I use a smaller, just a die grinder with a cutting wheel on it. So right now I'm just filing out the edges so they're not all sharp and haggard looking. I was going to not cut this top part off and bend them in a little bit, but the way I made these vents, they are way too slim, skinny, to the point where if I bend them, it just fucks up the metal and looks like shit. So if you do bigger vents, I am sure you can probably bend them in a little bit for that aftermarket hood look. But this is how I had them before, and I didn't mind it, so I'm gonna go with this. Now I might have to cut out a little more of the under skeleton from the back just so it doesn't look all shitty like this, or painted black. I don't know yet. So tomorrow we'll put it on the car and see how it looks. Alright, so today's the next day. I actually finished cutting up the vents last night, so I will show you guys how they look, I guess. So these are it. Now what I didn't do is I didn't completely cut out the bottom underlayer of the hood, the shell, the inner shell, and that's because I'm gonna eventually end up painting this car black. So these will end up getting painted black, and you probably won't be able to see them. And I'm also trying to reduce the amount of water that gets in here, because now you can basically see inside my damn engine compartment. Now the one thing that happened last time when I had these vents was that the sun actually goes right through the vents and into your reservoir, your coolant reservoir, which, as you know, if you own a Z, they crack super easy. So that's about the only issue I had last time. Now water wise, in the rain, I never really had an issue, but that doesn't mean you guys might not have an issue. So I mean, just be aware of that. You might want to like put some kind of plastic over it at night if it's gonna rain overnight or something, or I mean, yeah, that's basically it. And like I said, this whole car will be ending up getting painted black hopefully soon. And this is the inside, the inner shell that I cut out, almost the same on both sides. And you can't cut them all the way out, but like I said, I'm trying to avoid a lot of water getting inside here. But yeah, I mean, I guess here it is. Try to show you guys different angles and whatnot. Right, when you're cutting this shit, use safety glasses, because like shit flies everywhere. I mean, that's how I cut my vents.